Julian Beck, The Life of the Theater. Meditation, 1966. Emergency! The horseman riding down on us. We consume ourselves. Emaciation. We touch each other, and off go the bombs. Plague, plague. The starving legs that cannot dance. The swollen bellies. The infants. The folded hopes. The sack of the people who wiped out all their lives by our systems. The system is plague. Help, help, I cry out to you, but you are in your hiding corner. I cry out to you, and I see in your frightened eyes that you think I bring you mad hardship. The plague of battle, the plague of change. I am the apocalyptic madman, the plague in its final stages, the epidemic of despair, thick, fetid air, dying. We glance at the mirror, decayed flesh, and we know we will die unloved and unloving. The plague of the inability to express the love we feel. The terrible plague knot of unexpressible love, hardening like a stone in my loins, until I can hardly drag myself out into the streets. Paralysis, plague, the police, enemies, targets, war plague, the torture instruments of imperialism, infested sores, plutocracy, dynasties, power plagues, water plagues, plagues of factories, emergency, emergency, plagues of complacency, of complicity, of aristocratic manners, plagues of cleanliness, shit, placebo theater, poison theater, submarine mallets, assault by party banter, enameled intellect, plague on the black man, exploitation, condescension, reprehension, debility, debacle, poverty, blunder. It is the plague of selfishness, the people separated, bagged, heads in hoods, necks roped, led, dragged, bumping, stumbling for a lifetime till we fall down forever. Starved, shot, corroded, too young, dead in bed from plague exhaustion. Once supple, now cracking, unfinished, warped like old planks, unused, splintered, dead, misery! We know all this. This is daily life. That we do not see it and cannot see it as we are. That is why it is an emergency. When we apply the word emergency to times when it speeds up, we are in such a time. We know all this, but we do not feel it. That is why 1966, 1987, the only theater is the theater of emergency. Whatever I do, I am now a doctor. I have taken my degree in recognition of things as they are. I see the land, the gorgeous landscape, the light of the sun. I feel the impulse to love. I see the architectural splendor of Venice. I have studied Euclid and read the propositions, the sonnets, the mystical accomplishments of Hasidim, the excellence of Chinese calligraphy and screens, the arcs of bridges, the audio-visual accomplishments of Carpaccio, the Gamelan, the Pantheon, the colors. I have listened with attention to the languages of men, gazed on Mexican skin and Jewish breaths. I have licked every part of man and woman. I have explored in the Sierra Nevada. I saw the spot where Escalus split the rock into words. Rain, rainbow, snow in Sweden, the Atlantic, the sea, destiny, glass, crafts, masses, processions, customs, costumes, acrobats, movies, inventions, ships. I recognize all glories. Beauty does not escape me. I am always alert. I measure freedom wherever I am. The length of a field a person can walk. How far one can think. How far we can go with body games. I see all the danger, the dissolution. I am not content. I recognize emergency in every house and place. 1966, 1987. It is not what we do not know, but what we do not feel. The theater of emergency is the theater of feeling. For a feelingless society, feeling. For a class of people, unification, realization. The people as one. A theater not for people, but at one with people. Mending the gap between human nature and the human mind's time. We know what class hatred and race hatred are, but we can't get ourselves to really do anything beyond petty liberal gestures because we don't really feel what we believe. To change the world, the theater of change, of emergency, of feelings. When we feel, we will feel the emergency. When we feel the emergency, we will act. When we act, we will change the world. A theater of action. My vocation is the theater. My life is in the world. Therefore, a theater of world action. Art is not a profession, but a path toward truth, both for maker and spectator. Ashit Bokashi Tantra art. You cannot separate anymore. That way is over. The plague of separation. You cannot speak of change and remain unchanged. Therefore, what you indicate on the stage, you must live. Otherwise, it's all invalid. The plague of lies, art as anti-lie. That may be the only valid function left for it in this emergency. The theater of emergency, feeling, change, action. None does the lie that spectators are dead by proving them active. The spectator becomes performer. The theater becomes life. The emergency is the truth. Taormina, Sicily, 13 March 1966.
Now 9:08 and 20 seconds exactly.
What's that thing?
It's my identity.
Yeah.
It is now 9:08 and 20 seconds exactly.
Can I have it? Did you work for it? Yeah. Yeah. See. Yeah. See. Yeah. See. Yeah. See.
It is now 9:08 and 40 seconds exactly. Did you plant?
No, I hunt.
If I could turn you on, if I could drive you out of your wretched mind, if I could tell you, I would let you know.
Thank you very much.
Let's have a hand for these people. In the wings, the wings.
Thank you very much. It was a great pleasure.